I actually just found this the other day, this bottle. I'm sure it is mine. Who knows? Yeah.
On the street or in your home?
I mean, I find them in my car mainly. I'm like, that'll do. Hello and welcome back to Superdrug TV. I'm Bryony Blake, your host for April. This month, we're throwing it over to some of our favourite experts who will be teaching us everything from how to hack your makeup bag to how to perfect the latest trends. Coming up in this week's episode, we've got the founder of the Tummy Diaries, Lottie Drynan, in the studios discussing everything IBS and bloating. Plus, broadcaster and beauty expert Ateh Jewel will be showing us the perfect spring look for darker skin tones. And blogger Masna Gurung will be showing us her Urage spring skincare switchover. Now joining me in the Superdrug TV studio is the one and only Lottie Drynan. Hello Lottie, thank you for joining us
Thank
today.
you for having me.
Lottie has spent years inspiring people with her Tummy Diaries, where she opens up about IBS, bloating and confidence, as well as sharing her amazing styling tips under the hashtag #MyBloatedWardrobe. Oh, okay, this is good because even I don't know this, so I'd actually be really interested in your answer. What even is IBS?
So everyone's gut and their brain communicates, and ideally they should be like best friends working together to look after you, to make you feel good. And with IBS, there is a miscommunication, and that can then trigger symptoms like bloating. It can affect your digestion, which can then cause constipation, diarrhea. But in general, it's a miscommunication between the gut and the brain.
This is a good one. How do you feel confident when you're bloated?
Body image is a big thing for most people, especially women, and feeling uncomfortable is something that I really struggled with. So there's the physical appearance side of things as well. I think especially I started experiencing symptoms from sort of the age of 18 when you're like so self-conscious anyway. But there's also like the physical feeling of shoving ourselves into like tiny, tight jeans, and it'd be so uncomfortable. I'd be like counting down the seconds to like get home and be like, oh my gosh, that feeling. Or like when you take your bra off, it's like that all the time. So for me, I found like my bloated wardrobe, like you said, so something like floaty, that like a stretchy sort of back. So I know that even if I am bloated, it's going to make me feel comfortable and confident.
Okay, the next question is, why do women find these topics so difficult to talk about? Very true.
Yeah, so I think there's like so much stigma around it. And yeah, it's not a very glamorous thing, is it? Like bowel movements and things like that. But it's so common, like IBS and just gut health in general. Like all of us have got gut health, and I definitely think that we're breaking that stigma.
Which questions always pop up in your DM?
So I think bloating is the biggest one, because it affects us in so many ways, both mentally and physically. So a lot of people ask how they can help bloating. We often think when we look at gut health or bloating specifically, we just think about food, and it's so easy for us to go, okay, I'm just going to avoid all these foods. But actually there's so many other like pieces of the puzzle to gut health. Looking at stress, looking at how much we move. People asking for bloat-friendly occasion dresses or outfits, I think is another request. So I try and do like little reels like for each different occasion to give people like some ideas and show them that you don't have to be uncomfortable. Like you can feel great and feel comfortable physically as well.
Yeah. Right, the next question is, how do you know if your stomach issues are more serious? That's a very good question.
Yeah, and that's so important. And of course, I'm not a doctor, and it does start with going to the doctors. And really pushing for, so I think self-advocating and doing your own research is really important, especially when it comes to something that is a bit of an umbrella term like IBS.
Yeah.
And go in, even if it's like notes on your phone, saying this is what I've read, do you think I need XYZ test?
Yeah.
If not, please can you point me in the direction of getting some maybe help?
So last question, this is a good one. How can someone talk to their partner about having IBS?
So I think when we go to talk to anyone about IBS especially, where we said it's not a very glamorous condition, it can really become like a big thing in our minds. We can overthink it, whereas actually 1 in 5 of us live with IBS. So I always try and think about that, whether it's a partner, a colleague, a boss. Even when you speak to them, even if they don't have it themselves, the chances are someone they know, someone in their family has got it. And I always find that you get such a better reaction than you worry about. I think you worry, people go, oh, that's disgusting. And actually, it's so common and so normal, and it is an illness. So I would say, especially with a partner, maybe find one thing that you feel a bit more comfortable with, like one specific symptom. So maybe it's bloating, that you feel that could be almost like the door to the conversation. So for example, I could sit to you and say, oh, I find it really uncomfortable when my clothes dig in. And you might ask why, and then that could be a way in. Also finding things online and learning together. So I've had people say, I've actually shown my boyfriend your account, and now he understands a bit more.
Also, if they are horrible to you, your partner, and they're not the right partner for you.
Get them out.
Get them out.
A good way of finding out, right? Go straight in with a poo talk and see you later.
Yeah, exactly. Lastly, I just wanted to know, what are your favourite pampering products when you're having one of those days where you're just not feeling confident, you're feeling bloated? Like, what are your go-to? I'm fascinated by this.
Okay, so I've got a few here. So first of all, I've just gone with cleanser because after a long day, just need to get that face off.
Get it off. Yeah.
Put your big Snuggie on. Moisturiser, so I think that especially when your tummy's feeling like tight, like moisturising just feels nice, like you're giving it a bit of love.
Yeah.
And then like lavender, I'm absolutely obsessed. Like with, like, have you used lavender oil on your pillow? I just smother myself in it, and then obviously a lavender bubble bath.
Who doesn't love a bath?
That's a dream.
You're mental if you don't love a bath. Oh, I love it so much. In fact, I might steal that one. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Literally had the best time and so informative and interesting.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Next up, beauty expert Ateh Jewel is getting us ready for spring with a makeup look you're going to want to steal.
Hi everyone, I'm Ateh Jewel. I'm so excited to be here with you and Superdrug TV to look at a fresh spring look for darker skin tones. I've come with a completely bare face apart from some of my foundation, so it's just a really nice blank canvas. Then I'm going to jump in with some, I always butcher names, Juvia's Place bronzer. A really clever trick which I love to do is to use a little bit of bronzer on my eyelids as a primer, just to give your eyelids a little polish. Also, eyebrows I'm obsessed with eyebrows. They make your face really framed. It helps lift the eye area and it makes such a huge difference. I'm going to jump in with Juvia's Place eyebrow pencil in dark chocolate. I like to use a dark brown rather than a black because I think a chocolate looks really natural and soft. So I start here, work the arch, and then I go in with soft feathery strokes just to build the brow up. Now I love colour, colour, colour. It makes me so happy. And we have here BPerfect Cosmetics Carnival 3 Love Tahiti Stacey Marie Makeup Artist palette, which is just so delicious. And when you open it up, bam! It is a party up in here. I'm going to go in with some amethyst. There we go. I'm going to go in with this colour, and I just think it's so chic and fun. And I use fingers because I've got twins. I haven't got time for it. I do love a brush if I want to feel all polished and fancy, but just for my real life, I will just go in. You can really load your finger with product, and then a really good technique is just a tap on the colour. So you're literally packing on the colour. A little trick I have to give yourself a really nice glossy highlight there. I use the 8 Hour Cream Lip Repair, Iconic, and I just take a little bit of my finger, warm it up, and again, I call this the magic, see? I just dot it there, and it just gives a glossy glow and attracts the light to the skin. And then I go in with Dr. Paul Amazing Lip Balm. I love the fact it's silicone free, petroleum free, really delicious nourishment for your lips. Just that alone is a cute look, like a lip gloss, because I'm obsessed with pink and colour. NYX Cosmetics Sweet Cheeks. Now anything you can put on the cheeks, you can put on the lips. I think you can put on the eyes too. And this is a really beautiful colour in Showgirl. Pinks are so pretty on all skin tones, especially deeper skin tones. Don't be frightened to go in with a pink. So I'm just going to tap gently here, just to add a soft glow. And then I'm going to finish the look with some mascara. I love Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect. I love a big lash. I want it to feel like a Beyonce wind machine when I'm fluttering my eyelashes. So a good trick is to get in there, the base of the eyelash, give it a wiggle, and to finish, I love my curls to pop in springtime. So I've got Imbume Curl Inspiring Conditioning Leave-In Spray, which I like to just spritz over my hair to make my coils juicy and hydrated. I'm also obsessed with Sheer Moisture Silicone-Free Miracle Styling Leave-In Treatment. I use this on my daughters, my twin daughters. I follow them around and spritz their hair in the morning on the school run. Really great for having fresh, healthy, juicy curls and coils. There you have it, spring look. Thanks so much for joining me. If you want more details on everything I used, please click on the links and I'll see you all soon. Thank you, bye!
And now it's time for one of our favourite beauty bloggers, Masna Gurung, who is showing us how she switches up her skincare routine for spring.
So the Euroi Thermal Water actually has concentrates of mineral salts from the Alps, and you just spray it onto your face, and apparently these have like factors to hydrate the skin and just like create like a nice barrier and protection and hydration. And when you spray it on, it actually feels so good. So what I do is I just take the lid off and I hold it like so, and I just spray it. Just like when you do one round of spray, there's so much spray that comes out. Like I love how evenly it distributes everything, and it's so nice, and it feels like a nice drink of water that your skin needs just before you apply skincare. This would actually act as a really good toner, as well as you can wear it during the day, just whenever you feel like your skin feels a bit dry. So the next product I have here is the Cica Daily Serum. This actually is designed to help protect the barrier on your skin and just keep it moisturized. The fact that they've come out with a product that's going to protect as well as hydrate, I just think it's like sort of the perfect thing. I absolutely love this product. So I'm just going to pop a tiny bit on here and a tiny bit here. That should be more than enough, and I just go in, and that feels so good. So the next product that we're going to go in with is the Cica Daily Cream. It's like a gel cream formula, which is incredible for summertime in general. So it's also designed to protect your skin barrier. So what I like to do with this is, and I love this fact that it has the tiny nozzle, which I love like applying products like that. I don't know why. And I love the fact it comes in a tube as well for bacterial reasons. So you just wanna apply evenly. And I tried to get it mostly onto the biggest part of my face first, which gets the driest. So the last product I have here is actually the Thermal Sleeping Mask. If you are someone that's got dry skin and are recovering or are going through a current like peeling process and you're using chemicals, this would be the best product for you to use for your skin to start healing. So for someone that's got dry skin, definitely wear this at daytime. I also like wearing things like this in the daytime, not always. I prefer it at night. I'll wear like a really thick layer and go to sleep. But this feels incredible. The fact that we can get this from Superdrug makes me so happy. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed my little skincare talk through.
Thanks so much for joining me for another episode of Superdrug TV. But before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button just there so you'll never miss an episode. And make sure you join us next week for more expert insights into the world of health and beauty. See you later. Bye.